Welcome back to MMAOddsBreaker. Today we're with Sara McMann, getting ready to fight Amanda Nunes, coming up here on Ultimate Fighter Fight Night 73. I'm trying to keep all these damn numbers together, Sara. I apologize. It's
That's
it's
okay.
it's you were on a great streak. You know, now you're 8-2, and it's like, but you've been here before. Most girls, women, excuse me, I apologize. Most ladies of MMA, when they hit an 8-2 mark, they're kind of like, I got to kind of go down to the minor leagues. I kind of got to sink down. But you've been in this situation before. Hell, this happens sometimes on a Saturday. You know, just wrestling in a
Yeah.
tournament, you might lose two just because you had a bad day. Um,
Yeah.
has anything changed in training camp? Like for this one, getting ready for Amanda. I know two different opponents. It's a different mentality. I get that, but
Yeah.
has anything else really changed?
No, the focus for me is always on improving myself. I figure if I become the most complete tool, in MMA that I can be, then that will win me fights, So I also keep in mind that, we train MMA. Opponents can switch at the last minute. People get injured, like something happens. So, I don't focus so heavily just on a specific opponent, simply because if I do have to switch it up, I don't want anything to mess with me mentally. So I always, train for, like the different areas, and in my mind, I'm like, I mean, you get injured, other people get injured. It just happens in the sport. So be prepared if you're going to fight somebody else.
You're right. You know, we saw that with Conor McGregor and Chad Mendez. Obviously, Jose Aldo had to pull out, and 17 days later, you know, all of a sudden Chad Mendez is in the title fight. This is how it goes. You got to be prepped and ready to go. You have to stay ready. You have to always stay
Yeah.
ready.
No, I keep my weight within a manageable, range. And I think of like the other really big, cards, like even Misha and Jessica I coming up, or, other fights, or Ronda fighting and stuff like that. And I'm like, if I had to step in on a moment's notice, I keep a very good base level training, just like I did in wrestling. And, I wouldn't be peaked, obviously, but, I think that it always will benefit me because I'm a hard opponent to find out on a week's notice that you're fighting me, so.
And that's smart. It's incredibly smart. You just mentioned Jessica I and Misha Tate. Who do you think?
Uh-huh.
Who do you think wins that fight?
That's a
That's going to be a really interesting fight, and it really depends on if it's on the feet or on the ground, really. Like I've trained with, or I've fought Misha and I've trained with Jessica, and I clearly think that Jessica's stand up is better, like I just really do think she's a better striker. And but Misha has really good top control, so if she gets Jessica down, I mean, Jessica's going to have her hands full. So I really think of, if Misha can take it to the ground, it's her fight. If Jessica can keep it standing, I think that she's, faster and crisper on the striking.
I want to talk about Ronda Rousey for a quick second. Her feud with Mayweather, Money Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather. Right now, they're going back and forth. The SB win. Obviously, congratulations to Ronda for pulling that off. But that's an amazing feat for MMA. I don't care who won it, male or female, but for her to win it over Floyd Mayweather is incredible. Her feud with
yeah.
Floyd Mayweather, is it good for the sport or bad for the sport?
I think it's just to get attention, like it brings attention, and it's calling out something that everybody can identify with. There's not one person that's standing up saying, no, no, Floyd Mayweather should beat his wife, in front of their kids. So, and she's calling it like it is. And, I mean, that is like, I think that does mar his legacy.
I like the fact that she's bringing attention to domestic violence. I don't necessarily like the fact that she does it. It's not my style of how she's going about doing it, but
Yeah.
it is making people pay attention, and I like that about that.
Yeah, and there's just more effective ways to also do it. Like if she was, very serious about helping with domestic violence, she could donate money to create safe homes. So women who are trapped in those positions, because I mean, I guarantee you that like a lot of women that are in those positions feel like they can't leave, or their lives of that, their lives or their children's lives are at stake. So, a great follow-up would be to donate money to help create, shelters and places where women can go so they can leave situations like that safely.
Yeah, Safe Tree or Shade Tree is another great. And in LA, there's a couple that she could donate to right there
Yeah.
by her home. So, um, who does she win at UFC 190?
With against Korea? Yeah, not a doubt in my mind. I mean, yeah, there. I don't think that Beth Correa. I mean, she talked. a lot of trash, and she definitely has a beef with them or whatever. But as far as skill wise, I don't even think it's comparable. So
Yeah, no, it's a dummy fight. For me, it's just a dummy fight. Like I'm gonna be happy to watch it. It's gonna be great to watch the girls, beat each other up again. But to be honest with you, it's like it's a done deal. Does she catch her in the beginning of the first round or the middle of the first round? That's the only question I have. And Ronda's gonna get it. So let's talk about Amanda. This is your opponent. I know you only train for you. I know you're trying to be the best tool. You're trying to improve yourself, but you've seen tape on her. You kind of know what she's coming at. Tell me what kind of fighter you see her as. How do you see Amanda?
I think she's a talented striker. I think that's where her main focus is when it comes to how she prefers to win fights. And also I think that she has like a boxing background, like where she started. So I'm not underestimating her in any area of the fight, but I know that the striking is going to be where she, feels that she has a stronger chance to win the fight, and that's what I've got to, win and take away from her.
With your opponents, do you take more from how they lose or do you take more from how they win?
I think that in any video, winning or losing, you can pick apart all the flaws. You can pick apart all the timing, the preferences, where they go in every situation. So it really doesn't matter. Like the outcome has absolutely nothing to do with watching video. I'm looking for tendencies. I'm looking for things like in time. I'm looking for, just areas, holes, and that's what that's what I look at my tape too. I don't care if I won or lost a fight. I go back to the drawing board and I look, okay, how do I need to improve for my next fight? Because I know my opponents are looking for my holes,
Right. Are you still your biggest self-critic? Are you still your biggest critic? That you're like, geez, man, the jab is not working. Is it still?
No, I am because like my coaches, they're like, well, you did this good in the fight and this good in the fight. And I'm like, don't tell me what I did good in the fight. I already know because I landed it, I completed it. I was like, I like even encourage them to beat me up. But I don't know. I've always been kind of hard on myself, but I don't think it's in a bad way. It's in a way that I just have high expectations, and I know that in order to get the best and the maximum amount from my talents, I have to push myself very hard, and knowing that perfection isn't achievable, but to strive for it is, I think it's a great way to do sports and to do any kind of activity.
In 10 years from now, when you retire from the sport, what will you be moving on to into next?
I want to do jujitsu, and I'm definitely putting on the gi. So I, yeah, I really, I don't get to do gi as much, whenever I'm training for a fight. I definitely do no gi and have MMA gloves on. But in between, I'll put the gi on, and I like it. I know most wrestlers don't like it, but I almost feel like a little bit sometimes I'm like cheating, I'm like, ha, I got your clothes, because before, I mean, it's a great handle. So I'm like, oh, you're really screwed now.
The thing I don't like about it is that everything's super, super slow because there is so much gripping. It slows everything down. There's so much friction. That's the only reason why I don't like gi. When I put a gi on, I'm like, it's almost like a no-brainer for me. This is so easy. Okay, all right, fine. You're gonna start swinging your legs around. I'm gonna grab a hold of one of your pant legs. Now I've got your leg, and this leg is never going away. And I just have it. Now I can put two pant legs together. I have both your legs together. You can't get away, and it's like, to me, it's silly. It's like I love the gi because of that. From so many years of wrestling, like you, from that we know how to grab, just where to grab and how to control people. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And just because there's also like, I can't wait to explore the gi game. Like there's so many different tricky intricacies. It's such a chess match that, I mean, like, it's just something I look forward to, that I have a whole new world of something that's combative sport to like really explore.
That's awesome. You're just one of those. You're just one of those people that are never going to stop learning. You always want to keep
I'm a
continuing.
lifer.
Yeah.
I'm like, my body's gonna be so broken. I'm gonna be like 80 years old and be like, you are so stupid for doing this. But
yeah, well, it's fun. If as long as it's still fun for you, it's the best way to go. I gotta tell you what, man. I love doing stuff like that all the time. We moved to Jill and I moved to Hawaii just a couple weeks ago, or just a week ago, and we're where all I can think about is like, okay, I get to train with this guy now and run here. I get to train with Max Holloway. I get to train with, I'll be over here working at this gym now. I can hang out with TJ Thompson and train. Like all of a sudden, all these new jiu-jitsu guys I can train with, all these new boxing guys I can train with. That's all I'm thinking about. It's like, oh, I get this new guy to work out with. So it's, yeah, I totally understand.
It's like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, new toy.
Yeah.
Every time I learn a new technique, I like show everybody and I try to hit in practice. I'm like, oh, here's a new toy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Sarah, thanks for coming on here. I know you got mama time and you're getting busy, so I appreciate you taking a couple of minutes with us. Have fun. This is going to be a great fight. I can't wait to watch you compete again at UFC Fight Night 73.
I can't wait either. It's going to be great.
Later.
All right. Sounds good.